What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're going to take a look at all of the known exotics coming in Destiny 2. So we're going to look at over 15 new exotic weapons, armor pieces, swords, and potentially some different archetypes as well. So let's start out with the newest weapons that we've learned about. First up, we have a new exotic grenade launcher shown in an E3 trailer for Destiny 2. It appears to behave like most launchers we've seen so far, but this one is almost certainly exotic because of the highly ornate engravings and paintwork you can see around the weapon. In terms of style, it's very reminiscent of the Tex Mechanica brand of weapons that we saw in Destiny 1 because of that ornate artwork, which has been combined with a somewhat classic looking model of weapon. We have yet to learn about the exotic bonuses for the weapon, but it certainly looks pretty awesome. Also inside of E3, we learned about a new exotic fusion rifle called the Cold Heart. Now this was revealed in a recent Destiny 2 panel with wrestler Big Show. It's a very large fusion rifle, so perhaps it's more of a heavy or charge rifle type weapon. We know that this is an Omelon variety of weapon though. We can see the blue Omelon chambers and these cool sort of water pipes running out of the weapon. From another trailer image we can see a Cabal holding an almost identical weapon design, so this is almost certainly a Cabal themed or influenced weapon. Whether it will be a raid related exotic though is yet to be seen. We've also seen a new sword being wielded by a warlock in one of the new trailers, and it's an incredibly ornate looking weapon with some cool markings and design around the hilt. It comes with a serrated edge and operates using the same animations as the Razor Lighter sword from Destiny 1, and it also features solar damage and appears to transfer its lighting effects in the animation to the character holding the weapon as well, which is pretty awesome. It does look very similar to the Razor Lighter in a number of ways, perhaps a weapon with some lore links to Razor Lighter. Either way, it's really exciting that we have more swords. We've also seen a katana-like sword, a broadsword style blade, and another very Eastern looking sword with a cool pink paint job. Whether these will be exotic is unknown, but it's entirely possible, especially for the broadsword and katana variants. Up next, we learned about the Borealis PlayStation exclusive exotic sniper. This weapon can change elemental damage types as indicated by the colours on the exterior of the weapon, as well as the guidelines that you see inside of the weapon sights. From what we know, it appears that the damage type changes upon a weapon reload, but that's about all we really know for now. It is a pretty cool looking weapon either way. The next weapon that we know of is what could be a sidearm or perhaps a hand cannon. I think it's probably a sidearm personally, but it features 3 mice or rats along the side of the weapon engraved in very high detail, and then what is likely a mouse or rat skull on the back of the weapon. We don't know the name of the weapon yet, but something like 3 blind mice sounds entirely possible. From a small amount of in-game footage, it appears that the weapon has some kind of cluster or crowd control capability, and I can't wait to learn more about this amazing looking exotic. Players of Destiny 1 may remember a data-mined exotic called the Dubious Volley. We've now seen gameplay of the Volley in Destiny 2, a rocket launcher type weapon which sends a volley of devastating warheads, which is really cool. The 2 original perks in the database for this weapon include Dubious Ordnance, where the weapon delivers a high energy volley of explosive ordnance, and Dubious Munitions, where kills from the volley add another round to the volley. Whether these perks will still exist in Destiny 2, or whether this weapon is even called Dubious Volley anymore is unclear, but at least it looks like this time around we're getting the weapon for sure. Moving to the exotics that we know the most about, these consist of weapons that we saw at the Destiny 2 reveal, and first up we have the Risk Runner, an arc exotic submachine gun with the exotic bonus Arc Conductor, which increases weapon power when taking arc damage, and when Arc Conductor is active, shots fired have the chance to become chain lightning and return ammo to the magazine. So it essentially has the potential to feature the Zalo Supercell perks from Destiny 1, which is pretty cool. SMGs in general are going to be an interesting addition to the game. We also saw the sweet business Kinetic auto rifle, which is modelled very much like a mini Gatling gun type of weapon. Sweet Business features an exotic bonus called Payday, a large magazine with increased hipfire accuracy for those rage-induced bullet-spraying movie scene moments. Also, the weapon's rate of fire ramps up and range is increased the longer it is fired, and it automatically loads ammo pickups into the magazine, which is pretty badass. Finally, we have the Sunshot hand cannon, which comes with solar damage and has explosive rounds built into the weapon. On top of this, it highlights targets, and targets killed with Sunshot explode with solar energy, which again is pretty cool. There are 3 other weapons which we have literally caught glimpses of, but we have this very cool Void grenade launcher with this old school kind of wooden, silver and then gold ornamentation with either a wolf or a big cat's head on the end of the barrel, quite similar to the Galahorn aesthetic in a number of ways. We've also seen a very bizarre looking heavy weapon which is kind of similar to the portal gun with the 3 prongs emerging from the front. This could perhaps be a grenade launcher, or maybe some completely different archetype that we've yet to hear about. And we also have a tiny amount of footage of what looks like an arc lightning shotgun, which is pretty cool. In terms of exotic armor, we've seen very little so far, but we do have 3 armor pieces that are confirmed. So we've seen these Titan gauntlets with downward facing horns, which are really cool and integrate with the shader really nicely right there as well. We also saw a hunter helm with this reflective visor, which again looks pretty fantastic visually. And finally, the very ornate warlock chest piece, which features golden wings on the back. We can only speculate as to what these exotic pieces will do. One thing is for sure, they look absolutely incredible. I think on the whole, the exotics that we've seen so far from Destiny 2 do look really, really cool. I'm interested to see more of the perks and abilities for these weapons, and I'm even more interested to see how exotic armor will play a part in Destiny 2, because we haven't seen any exotic armor bonuses yet. We know that they have streamlined the subclasses in Destiny 2, and I'm hopeful that armor can offer more variety in abilities and customization for particular subclasses. But for now, that is pretty much everything we know about exotic weapons coming in Destiny 2, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me know down below which weapons you're most excited to use or learn more about. If you have enjoyed this video, a like is very much appreciated. It really helps me out on the channel. If you're new around here and you want to keep up to date with everything relating to Destiny 2, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn on notifications. But whatever you do, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day.